Zalira moved like sunlight over water, her paws brushing the earth with such grace that even the wind paused to watch. Sunset Valley glowed behind her, painted in orange and gold, as the young lioness twirled across the cliffside. Every movement was a dance one she had crafted since cubhood, one that made her famous across the valley. But today, her rhythm felt different as she spun. A gust of wind circled her paws, lifting dust into spirals. She stopped, staring at the strange pattern on the ground. It looked deliberate, almost like a symbol. Zalira blinked, unsure whether it was a coincidence or something else entirely. She stepped back when a shadow crossed the cliff. A large lion landed beside her with a thud. Corin, the valley's strongest hunter. He admired her from afar, though he pretended otherwise. "You're practicing late again," he said, pretending not to notice the faint glow in her paws. Zalira smiled playfully. "The valley never looks more beautiful than at sunset. Why waste it?" Corin sniffed the air, his expression tightening. "Because something is wrong today. The wind carries a strange scent." Before Zalira could answer, a deep rumble echoed across the valley. Birds fled from the treetops. The earth trembled lightly beneath them. Zalira's heart raced. Corin's eyes narrowed. That wasn't natural. Zalira stepped forward. "We should check the valley center." They hurried downhill, crossing rock ledges and weaving through glowing bushes that sparkled under the fading light. Sunset Valley was known for its beauty, but the colors looked harsher, almost warning them. When they reached the center clearing, they saw lions gathered in worry. The valley elder Magara stood tall, her mane streaked with silver. "You all felt it," she said. "The earth speaks. Something ancient is stirring." Zalira felt the same strange glow this time, not in her paws, but deep in her chest. A warmth that matched the valley's golden light. She stepped forward. "What does it mean?" Magara studied her carefully. "The valley has waited for you." Zalira froze. "For me?" Before anyone could question further, the ground split open near the stone altar. Light burst upward in a swirling column of gold. The lions stepped back in shock. Corin shielded Zalira instinctively. Magara raised her voice. "The heart flare has awakened." The lions gasped. "The heart flare," Wizamathanic Shentenergy said, "to choose one lion to protect the valley." When darkness approached, Zalira stepped closer to the glowing light. She felt drawn to it, as if it recognized her. The energy pulsed when she approached. Her paws glowed again, brighter this time. Corin whispered, "Zalira, it's reacting to you." Shay slowly lifted her paw toward the light. The moment she touched it, the world exploded into gold. Wind wrapped around her. The earth hummed. Her entire body filled with warmth, flowing through her muscles like music. When the light faded, she stood transformed. Golden streaks shimmered around her legs. Her eyes glowed softly, like tiny suns. The valley lions stared in awe. Magara bowed her head. "Zalira, you are the heart dancer." Zalira felt breathless. I don't understand." "The heart flare gives power through movement," Magara explained. "Your dance isn't just beauty, it's magic." Corin stepped closer, conflicted. "Zalira, this is dangerous. You don't know how to control it?" Before she could answer, another tremor shook the ground. "This one's stronger." Thunder crackled across the red horizon, even though the sky was clear. The wind howled unnaturally. Magara's voice deepened. "The darkness awakens. Zalira, you must master your gift before nightfall." Zalira's heart pounded. She barely understood the power, but something inside her whispered she could do it if she believed. She began to move her paws, creating small dances she had always practiced, The energy responded, glowing brighter with every spin. Corin watched in awe. It listens to you. Zalira twirled once more, sending a pulse of golden light across the valley. The shaking stopped instantly. The wind calmed. Even the sky brightened. But only for a moment. A dark wave appeared on the horizon, shadows moving like a storm made of living creatures. Eyes gleamed inside the darkness. The lions roared in fear. Corin growled. Shadow beasts, they're real. Zalira had heard the stories creatures born from fear and abandoned lands. Legends said they consumed light and left only silence behind. The shadow wave rushed closer. Corin stepped in front of Zalira. Stay behind me. But she didn't. She leapt forward, glowing paws striking the ground. A circle of golden energy burst outward, forming a shield around the lions. The shadow wave struck it and recoiled with a screech. The lions gasped. Zalira stood trembling, but determined. I can stop them, she whispered. Corin moved beside her. You won't face them alone. Valley vibrated as the shadow beasts burst from the darkness, towering figures with smoky bodies and glowing red eyes. Zalira's pulse quickened. She felt fear, but also fire. She stepped forward and began to dance. Each movement sent waves of gold through the air. Her spins formed barriers. Her leaps released blasts of light. The beasts lunged, but her energy dissolved them into ash. The lions roared behind her, their courage restored by her brilliance. Corin charged through fallen shadows, guarding her flank. Zalira focused, her dance growing faster, stronger, more radiant. The valley floor shimmered under her paws. A giant beast rose above the others, snarling with a crown of smoke. Zalira slid forward, sparks flying behind her steps. She rose onto her hind legs and spun, sending a pillar of golden flame into its chest. The beast screamed and shattered into dust. Silence fell. The darkness vanished. The wind returned to normal. Sunset Valley glowed once more. Zalira collapsed to her knees, breathing hard. Corin ran to her, helping her stand. You saved us, he whispered. Magra approached with pride in her eyes. You were chosen for a reason, heart dancer. Zalira looked across the valley, glowing softly in the fading light. I'm not just a dancer anymore, she whispered. I'm a protector. Corin smiled. Then the valley has nothing to fear. Zalira lifted her chin as the final rays of sunset wrapped around her. Her journey had only begun, but already she had become a legend. The dancing lioness of Sunset Valley, the heart dancer of light, and the guardian the valley never knew it needed.